Welcome to Now Let's Learn channel. Hope you're doing good. This is Shriyam and today let's learn another Python program. Okay, so today we'll be looking into prime numbers, and then once we know what is prime number, we will try to implement the same using a Python program. So let's see what is a prime number. So basically a prime number is a number that can be divided exactly by itself, and 1 is what you call a prime number, and it has to be greater than 1. It's a common myth that 1 is a prime number, but actually it is not. The reason is because a prime number needs to have exactly 2 factorials, but when it comes to 1 it has only 1 factorial, which is itself. The least or the smallest prime number is 2 because it has 2 factorials, which are 1 and 2. Let's see some of the examples of prime number, and then we will see how to get it implemented using Python. These are the some of the prime numbers which are within 100. So let's see how do we identify it's a prime number. If you look at 2, as per the definition, you got to have only 2 factorials. What are factorials? Any number which is divisible by the other number, then that number is what you call a factorial. So 2 can be divided by 1 and then itself, and 3 can also be divided by 1 and itself. Same goes to 5. It can be divided only by 1 and itself, and it goes to all the other numbers given the sheet. So basically, if you want to find out a prime number, you just need to make sure that it is not divisible by any other number except 1 and itself. Okay, now let's write an Python program to check if the given number is prime or not. Before we proceed further, I want to just explain to you about the modulus operator, which is like a percentage symbol. A modulus operator is nothing but it gives you the output of a reminder. So example 7 modulus 2, the output will be 1, because if you divide 7 by 2, you get a reminder of 1. So that's what the modulus symbol does. What is the function of modulus operator? Well, it will tell you if a number is divisible by another number or not. If it is divisible, the modulus of both the number will give you 0. If not, it will give you 1. And that's the concept which we are using in this program. So if you see in section 1 of the program, we are getting the number for which we need to find if it's prime or not from the user itself. And then we are assigning a boolean value false to the check variable. Then it comes to section 2. We are making sure that the given number by the user is greater than 1. The reason is a prime number is always greater than 1. If not, then it prints the statement stating please enter a number which is greater than 1. Now let's say that the user indeed enters a number 7. So what happens? Well, the first if condition matches, so it goes to line 2. There you have a for loop between 2 comma number. In this case, the user has entered 7. So we can say the for loop range is between 2 and 7. So the value for I will iterate from 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And 7 not, because the end number is always excluded in for condition. So the first statement of for condition is if number modulus I is equal to 0. So what is the first value of I? It's 2. What's the value of number? It's 7. 7 divided by 2, is it 0? No. So what will be the value? It will be false. Then what happens if it is false? The break condition will not get executed, and then again it checks I is equal to 3. So 7 divided by 3 is the modulus still 0? No. The condition is false, so it will not break the loop. It will go for 4, 5, 6, and then at 6 2, 7 divided by 6, is the remainder 0? No. And so the check value does not get updated to true. It always remains false in this condition. Okay, that's so now the for loop is completed. From 2 to 6, you can see the Excel sheet for your reference to what is happening in the background. Now, when the for loop completes, the immediate next statement is if check. It means if the value of check is true, print this condition, or else print the other condition. So in this case, the value of check is still false. So it will go to the else statement and print this number is a prime number. Now imagine if the user has entered 8. So in that case, when the value of I was 4, at that point of time itself, the check value, the modulus would have been 0. So the if condition would have executed, check would have become true, it would have come out of the loop. And since the check value is true, it would have printed this number is not a prime number. Hopefully you get the concept. If not, please repeat the video once, twice, till you get sure about how this functionality works. So let's see some of the outputs for the various input given by the user. If the user gives an input as 1, the program will execute and say, please enter a number greater than 1. If any user executes or gives -10, the program will tell, please enter a number greater than 1, because again a negative number is not acceptable. If the user enters 3, that's when program says 3 is a prime number. If the user enters 99, again the program will say 99 is not a prime number. Hopefully after seeing this an example, you should be pretty clear of how this Python program works. But if you have still questions, or if there's something which you did not understand, please feel free to mention the comment section. I'd be really happy to help you out. And if you want more such videos on Python programs, please do subscribe to this channel so that you get the notification as soon as I upload a video related to the Python program. So thank you for listening to today's session. Hopefully you understood something, and if you have any queries, you know how to reach out to me using comment section. So thank you again. Have a great day.